Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, July 11th. Got a couple economic news scheduled for today. We got the always weekly jobless claims that comes out every Thursday. So last week we had a reporting of 222,000 people applying for unemployment. Forecast for this week was 221,000, but it came in a pretty low number at 209,000. Now remember, these are reported from last week's number, so 209 actually is for the week of last week, which was a holiday. So might want to throw that number out. We'll maybe wait till next week to see what kind of number we get for next week. And next week will be important primarily because that will be used as the sample number for the data that the Bureau of Labor Statistics will use in part for their July jobs numbers. So that will be actually an important number to review anyways. To move on here, we got the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, for the month of June. So in May, it jumped up 0.1%. Forecasts come for no increase for June. However, it did go up 0.1%. So, however, on its year over year, it went from 1.8% down to 1.6%. So it did drop a little bit here. And as when you strip out the food and energy, we get what they call the core CPI. And this is really the numbers that the Fed will look at in terms of the inflation. Now, in May, it went up 0.1%. Forecast for 0.2% for June. It went up even further, 0.3%. So on the core side of things, it did actually go upwards. It went from 2% to 2.1%. Now, a lot of that has to do with the oil and gasoline prices coming down about 3.6%, I believe was the number I heard. So that's what brought the headline number down. But unfortunately, when you strip out food and energy, it didn't consider that anyway, so that went up. So let's take a look here at the news here, and stock market is mixed today. The Dow is up quite a bit. It's up about 100 so far this morning. Nasdaq's in the negative territory. S&P has been kind of on the border, going back and forth in positive and negative territory. We do got several Fed speakers speaking today, including the second day, which Fed Chair Jerome Powell will be speaking before the Senate. Yesterday he spoke from the House. He has pretty much the same talking points, so we don't anticipate a lot of changes, but you never know. Something else may come out, maybe in the questions and answers type of thing, that maybe something else might come up, and something we'll keep our eyes on. Again, other speakers will be out there as well, so we'll kind of get sentiment from other Fed members when they give their speeches. We also got a 30-year bond auction going on today, so that could be a little volatile for the mortgage-backed securities or bonds. And if it's a good auction, that could help us out and help improve rates. Obviously, if it's a poor showing, rates could worsen a little bit. And you'll see here in a minute here why that would be important. Because right now, we had this 25-day moving average moving upwards. We're up on this Fibonacci level. We've been really trying for a long time here, trying to get up and past this and stay past it consistently. And again, with this coming up, it's going to put a squeeze on it, so we'll have to make a decision one way or the other. But right now we're down about 8-9 basis points, sitting right on this line. We closed above it, so now we're sitting right on this Fibonacci level, just above it right now. And here's the yields. Yields are kind of scary right now. We're right now above the 20-day moving. I'm sorry, the 25-day moving average. We're up to about 2.09, just a hair under, like 2.0875 or something like that. This is going to be important because we want to make sure it doesn't go up above this 210. As you see, once it did before, yesterday it did back down to the line here. We want to get this below further because this is going to add more pressure. We got a lot of room here to the upside that could add more pressure to the bonds and basically push mortgage-backed securities down, which would thus raise interest rates. So we want to hopefully keep this in check here and get this squeeze on the other side of the 25-day moving average and hopefully down below the Fibonacci to put mortgage-backed securities into a better position, and we can see better interest rates ahead. But this is something we definitely want to keep our eye on. We'll wait to see throughout the day, see how this holds. But be a little cautious right now. This could be temporary or a temporary blip, or it could, I do think at longer term we'll probably see better rates. But again, short term we could have our bumps in the way here. All right, so mortgage-backed securities are not yet anything enough to make a change. So I would say we have no change in pricing today. They remain on mortgage rates remain unchanged. So with that in mind, if you guys are looking to buy or refinance, I am a loan officer. Feel free to give me a direct message me. I'm with a company that Simsy Financial. We service all 50 states. We do have two proprietary loans programs that are very unique. On one loan, this is a loan that is principal first. Basically, when you make a payment, it goes 100% to principal. Very unique program, helps you basically pay off your mortgage faster and keeps you in a safer, more flexible position. Home fund is for people to down payment assistance, people who are for conventional use only, and it could be great for people who are first-time homebuyers, people who want to use it as a wedding registry. So instead of collecting plates and different knickknacks and stuff like that, they may want to have people attend the wedding, maybe as a gift towards their home down payment for a home, so they can use a home fund it. Could be also used for people who are life-changing events. People like here in California have we have wildfires, so sometimes people get displaced from their homes, need assistance to help find their next home, and this could be a good tool for people to come. There's no fees, no except as a charity. There's no cost to anyone, and it makes it very easy for those who want to donate or gift funds, as it takes credit cards and stuff like that. No paperwork involved, and it makes it a little easier for, again, for people to obtain their next home much quicker. On top of all that, we do the jumbos, we do the conventional with Fannie and Freddie, we do the FHA, VA, USDA, and we also have some great niche loans, which are, for investors, real estate investors. We got stuff for self-employed borrowers like the bank statement programs, and we also got loans for foreign nationals. So if any of those fit your needs, go ahead and direct message me, and we could discuss how we can help you out. You have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.